We're back.
We're back again. All right, now we're going to do the last sweet potato recipe.
The final.
The easy one, the more traditional one that most people do.
Yeah, that's what my kid always does.
Yeah, this is the easiest way to do it. And what you do
That's
is...
the exact same one she buys.
Yep. That's the big can of the Bruce's yams. And I drain off the syrup because...
How big is that thing? 40 ounce?
40 ouncer, yep.
40 ouncer.
Got your 40.
Yeah, and I was going to say, isn't that what all the rappers drink, 40?
So, and we're done with that.
All right. How big's the skillet on this? Was this a 10?
This is a 10-inch. We got a 10-inch skillet today. What you can do is you can move them around a little bit. And if you got any big ones, you can break them up a little bit.
Man, they're really soft, aren't they?
They are. They're already cooked. That's what makes this recipe so easy.
Yeah, I heard that after they're
most
cooked,
people will use them.
I heard after they're cooked, just staying in that sauce kind of even further breaks them down.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So the longer you get closer to that expiration date, the softer they end up being.
Yep.
Yeah. Thought that was true.
So now what we're going to do, let me see. I'll go.
So you don't smash these?
You can if you prefer them that way.
She smashes hers all up. So it's like, it's kind of like the other one. That's the twice baked. You know what I'm talking about?
You can, or you can leave them. They'll break down more as they cook as well. Yeah. If you like the texture, then leave them like this. There's not a whole lot of texture either way. But yeah we can easily.
Yeah.
And you can go halfway if you want to. It's real easy to do. You can take a fork and just...
Yeah, that's...
I still wouldn't push them all the way down. I just knock them down a little bit.
Because some people like a little bit of
chunks in there.
Yeah, whatever, fiber-ish kind of stuff, yeah.
But you can see,
man, there's like nothing to those.
Right, they're pretty soft to start with.
That's got a little dark spot. Let me get that out.
Where?
Right here.
A little...
Yeah. I hate weird colors showing up in my food.
Especially when you got to eat them.
Yeah. I almost grabbed this.
Let me grab this spoon here.
That would have been a mess. Okay. Yeah, I know everybody gets those little weird ones in there.
Yeah.
You know, this is our final one. We've done the two other ones that they worked out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you if you know the answer to this.
Okay.
So what kind of girlfriend does a potato want? Any idea?
Nah.
A sweet potato.
Oh, God.
Sweet potato? That's funny. That's funny. Now you got it out of the way, so.
Yeah.
A sweet potato. I thought that's
for those of you who are waiting for the bad joke of the day.
It's arrived.
We got it.
You don't have to wait any longer.
Yeah, the waiting is over.
I try and wait a little bit longer so they don't leave right away.
Yeah.
So.
They've called it quits and left already.
Yeah.
So we got our butter. We took a whole stick of butter, cut it into pats, spread that around on top. Now we got a whole cup of brown sugar.
A whole cup.
I'm starting to think.
That's a whole stick of butter too, right? You said
it's a whole stick of butter.
So a 40, a stick of butter,
I'm thinking,
and a cup of brown sugar.
I'm thinking I may actually cut this back. To
I wouldn't cut it back.
There's a lot of brown sugar going in here.
Oh, that's why people eat these. That's the only reason people.
Let's make it. I'm going to bring it down to three quarters.
That's 3/4. What are you going to do with the rest of that?
Oh, garnish. We'll set it over there.
That's the way I picked up all of my wives.
Yeah.
Little brown sugar behind my ear.
Now it's time for a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Yeah, that'll never work. I always have to reach in and pinch it.
You know the other way you can do it. I don't have one here.
Blow it.
If you have a little sifter.
Yeah.
You just take the sifter in it.
I was going to say an airbrush.
Do we have a sifter?
I have no idea. Let's just get this bad boy rolling. We're taking too long.
Go ahead.
Here's what I do.
Spread it around.
That's what I do at home all the time.
It's going to melt down anyway. And it's
I know. I'm just weird about getting stuff even.
Right. Oh,
I'm just afraid that it's going to have too much somewhere else and not enough here, like there.
Yeah, right there. There, perfect. Now the last step is marshmallows.
Oh my God. My kids load those up. It's like you would think it was the biggest ingredient because they put like an entire bag plus.
Oh my God. That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's, you know which one does that. I won't even say.
You won't say Selena's name?
Yeah, Alicia's more responsible. Selena's, man, she's insane with those marshmallows. Lord. But she's the one that's out when the fire's going. She's the one marshmallow roasting all the time. It's like, God, how many of those can you eat? But
Oh, I know. It's one of those where you go.
But I will say the spiral one that we made of the sweet potatoes, it didn't have enough in my opinion.
Right.
If I made it, after seeing it and it had more of the texture to it, that I would have absolutely put more marshmallows.
Want some more on there?
Yeah, I would put more on if you got them.
Yeah.
Because that looks skimpy.
I almost always have more marshmallows around.
Yeah.
Actually, earlier this year, back around, what was it? Sometime, just about when the whole stuff was going on, the beginning of the stuff that I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get in trouble. I went up there to get stuff to make s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
And they had no daggone marshmallows.
Wow.
I mean, no jet puff marshmallows. I did manage to look around and find in the back corner of the baking aisle a couple of bags of the Kroger brand.
Oh.
I was like, okay, well, I'll take those.
I'd grab every one you could.
Yeah. It was kind of
Wow.
like the toilet paper shortage where you're like, yeah, I'll take whatever. I may not like this stuff, but
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
in a pinch, this is better than the Sears catalog, as you and I both know.
Oh, yeah, I've been there, lived through that. Well, that's so this guy's ready to toss in the oven.
Yeah, I didn't start the oven.
Oh, my.
375. Oh, man. I feel bad now.
So we're going to wait. We're not going to put this in right at this second. We're going to let it heat up real quick first.
Yeah, we're going to get that going.
But we can go away
and
so you don't have to listen to it. So you don't have to listen. But one thing I want to bring up, because we mentioned country there when you said about toilet paper. You know, we did that whole deal. Were we talking the other day when, what was that? What video was that on? Pinto beans.
Pinto beans.
Pinto beans, yeah. When we're making cornbread, pinto beans, and salt bacon.
Right.
You know, you grew up in the country if, and we were saying, we knew you grew up in the country if you had an outhouse, you had no indoor water, no indoor plumbing, you know, that whole list of things.
Right.
And really, we're wanting to get some feedback on that because, man, that's what people love to hear. That's of our kids. Those are the stories they want more than anything.
Well,
they want to know.
This?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you have this?
Yeah, because they don't get it.
Right.
You know, we didn't have TV. You know?
Right. Well, down in the hills of Kentucky, y'all wouldn't know, or some of you might. Everything's hilly, so you're up in hills and down in valleys, and for the longest time, you couldn't get any stations until they ran cable down there. And the cable, when you got it down there, wasn't cable like now.
No.
It's the 2 or 3 channels from Knoxville or just across the Tennessee border where it got a little bit flatter. And then they piped it in on there. And
it was not a good quality channel on cable, which is kind of, I didn't.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought cable was always consistent and perfect, but it wasn't. It was
this was early cable.
Yeah, it was awful.
Where you needed cable to get TV.
So you didn't sit around watching TV at all?
No.
You were out doing, playing, having fun.
Well, the other thing we did too, if you probably don't remember this, but you didn't have regular phone service. All we had was a party line.
Party line, yeah. Yep. I remember that really well. I remember when we came to Cincinnati, it was that way in Carthage.
Yep.
For a while, we had a party line.
Right.
Because, you couldn't. It was cheaper.
It was cheaper.
There was a reason why we didn't have one. I know.
Down there, I don't know if they even had anything.
I don't think it was an option.
Right.
Except for businesses.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but we'll be back. We're going to wait for a second till this warms up, and then we're going to put it in, and we'll come back when we're getting ready to take it out.
We'll pull it out.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
We're back.
Yep. It's been 15 minutes.
Yeah. It started to brown a little early, so
we called it quits, and
we killed the timer, and it's been
we better get back
15,
here.
I guess just a 16 and a little over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we got it. That's what it looks like.
About 15, yeah. You want to check that and make sure is that lined up all right for your camera?
It's good.
You sure?
Let me double check one more time.
Yeah.
Just to be sure. Ooh, I need to zoom in just a bit more.
Oh, yeah? Was I in there?
No, you weren't in there.
Oh, man, I made that beautiful face for nothing.
Yep.
All right, which side are we picking on here?
I don't know. You want the more brown ones, or do you want the...
I'll take it right here. Cool. Or
wherever you want. We'll do it here.
Okay.
This is going to be hot, so be careful. Whew. As you can see.
Oh, yeah, I got a little piece of yam. And it's funny, if you watch the other ones, I'd never tasted a yam before.
Right.
To be honest. I always said I don't like them.
Too. These are...
Boy, I can tell by this marshmallow melting off.
Hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh.
I'm dripping this. That's really good.
It is.
I might start eating this stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly brown sugar and marshmallows.
Man, it is just like pumpkin pie.
It does. It tastes just like it.
You know, if you put that pumpkin pie spice in there, it would be pumpkin pie.
It would taste just like pumpkin pie.
Wow.
It's really pretty good.
Well, that's pretty, it's kind of more liquidy to me.
But yeah, this one, I mean, it's because we put more brown sugar in there than...
Yeah. I know it's going to tighten up as it cools, but I know how that works. It tastes really good.
It's good.
Like, my daughter was saying that we were ended up liking this one the best. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's super sweet.
Yeah. And it's soft enough, and so it's not got the thicker texture like you had on the sliced or the spiral one.
They all taste pretty soft. The one thing...
the same.
The one thing about the spiral one, it was attractive, but it needed more marshmallows. Absolutely needed more marshmallows. Right. A little more of the sweet.
And it was firmer too. Than
yeah, it was. You like that.
I like that, yeah.
This is pretty good. It's easiest.
It's definitely the easiest.
But it's not as cool looking.
It sounds cool, but the taste-wise, it's the same taste.
The one that you made, the little boat deal,
or the
twice baked one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that to me, nothing compared to the look of that. I did like my spiral, but for you to be able to pull a sweet potato out, put it on a plate, it's already mixed up, and that's pretty cool.
See, but the other thing we could have done here, and some people do that, we could have taken those sweet potatoes. Actually, I'd probably put a few more sweet potatoes in it if I was doing it again. Mash those up with the butter and the brown sugar and the cinnamon.
So it's all whipped together.
So it's all whipped together like whipped potatoes.
That's what Selena does.
Put that in and then marshmallow at the top.
Yeah, that's what she does
Then
always.
it's more blended. Then it's more like...
It's like a mashed potato.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what hers is.
So it's a mashed sweet potato
And she's like, oh, you'll like it. And I was like, oh, I just don't like the taste. Man, now that I've tried it, it's like I'll be eating sweet potatoes from now on.
Yeah, I mean, they are good.
It's good.
I mean, it's one of those items that you go,
Yeah, it's definitely...
And it's got the marshmallows.
Definitely good. I like the butter, too.
Oh, yeah, this thing's loaded with butter and brown sugar.
It's definitely wetter than the others.
Yeah. But it will thicken up some as it...
I know hers, when she would get hers out, it was looser.
Right. And then
it's like, I don't know, maybe when the butter separates, it does separate when it cooks.
It does. Oh, yeah.
A little bit. But if I was making it again, I'd whip it up.
Yeah.
Because I like the whip texture.
The whip texture. Yeah, then, you'd be all over it then.
Yeah. So, it's good. It's good if you...
They're all good.
If you're looking for easy, definitely this one's no comparison.
Right.
Spiral's more work than the other ones.
Right.
The baked potato one, though, your boats, that's the one I'd be going with. I don't know about you. For me, if I'm doing it for Thanksgiving, if it's in my house, I'm doing the boats.
Because it's more
twice baked.
It's more presentation-wise.
It is
better.
cool.
Yeah.
But it's good.
All three.
All three. I give 2 thumbs up to all three. But boats are my favorite.
And now you're a sweet potato fan.
I am. I would have never believed it.
Yep.
My kids think I'm... I got by with that crap my whole life. Mom catered to me because I was the baby in the family and let me get by with I don't like that. And she'd fix me something. I don't know if you were like that for your kids.
The one thing we're going to be trying here before too long, and we've talked about it, and we've talked about it with my wife about, since she knows about cooking too a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do the skillet cheesecake.
Oh, yeah.
And I will try the skillet cheesecake.
Oh, my gosh.
I won't eat any other cheesecake, but if we actually make a good...
We'll make it in a skillet, I'm telling you.
I will taste it and try it.
My favorite recipe, I've got a skillet cheesecake, and I'll plug her on here. Can I do that? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Kim Rice. I went to church with her. Oh, my gosh. She gave me this. It was a chocolate chip cheesecake.
Right.
And I've made it so many times. I made a little sprig. I've never tried it in here, but I think it's going to be cool because that outside.
So now I can't do this chocolate chip because I don't like the chocolate.
You don't like?
I just want to try
a straight up cheesecake.
for the first one.
Okay, we'll do that. But I want to try a pumpkin cheesecake too, and a brownie cheesecake.
Well, if we can,
Brownie cheesecake.
the
would
whole
be
thing is
killer in
getting
here.
one cheesecake to make sure that it's going to work in the skillet, right?
We're not supposed to be going off on track. We got in trouble
That's
last
true.
time.
That's
We're talking about this. Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
But yeah, I want the brownie cheesecake, man. Brownie cheesecake.
We'll try them.
All right.
Well, it's good.
Good. Thumbs up. All three I loved. Boats are my favorite.
Whichever one you like, they're all the same flavor profile.
Boats.
You'll enjoy them.
Yep.
If you got time, do the others. If you don't,
Yeah,
this is quick and easy.
It's good.
So,
yep.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.